Hello and welcome to this video. Let me talk a little bit about our experience in Japan. Back in February 2017, we took a plane from Singapore to Tokyo, from where a bus brought us all the way up to a small village called Kusatsu Onsen, where we spent 1 week of relaxing and skiing. One thing we noticed is that it's quite hard to get by with English because there is not a lot of Japanese people there that are able to speak English, because most of the tourists in Kusatsu are Japanese rather than foreigners. It makes it a bit difficult, especially also that most of menus and stuff like that, or like map of the ski resorts with all the slopes on it, are all in Japanese, so it's quite difficult to read those. Anyhow, since the resort isn't too big, you'll find your way around quite easily as well. And then at the hotel there was a few receptionists that were actually able to speak English, and they were super helpful in explaining us things and trying to help us get around as well, like booking restaurants and stuff like that. Talking of restaurants, the food, it's so good. You have a huge choice of different restaurants, from sushi to Japanese barbecue to ramen places, whatever you fancy. It's really good, and Japan is definitely very famous for its great food culture. Now let's talk about the main thing we actually went there for: skiing. It's very different from the Swiss Alps. It's not as modern as what we're used to from Swiss ski resorts, but also quite nice. Apart from skiing, we were also there for relaxing, and as the name Kusatsu Onsen suggests, there is a lot of onsen, Japanese hot springs, where you can go and bathe and just relax. You see it immediately if you're in the city center of Kusatsu. There you have this big spring where they collect all the hot water and then they distribute it to the different hotels and spas, etc. It looks amazing at night because it's all lit up, and then also the fact that there are several places where you can actually just sit there and have a hot foot bath. Even in restaurants or a coffee shop, you can actually sit in there, warm up your feet when it's quite snowy outside, and have a hot chocolate or a coffee or a tea, whatever. So it's a very nice, relaxing wellness atmosphere in the whole town. And then there are other activities you can do, like snowshoe hiking in the forests, which was quite interesting. We had a Japanese guide. He wasn't really able to speak English. Anyway, he explained everything about the forest and the animals that are there. Well, we didn't get much of it, but it was still very fun. It was offered from the hotel as a free activity, and it was just nice being out there in the forest with huge amounts of snow. Then, before heading back to Singapore, we decided to spend 2 more days in Tokyo and explore the city itself. And I have to say, I actually liked the city in the end, but at the beginning it is really a little bit overwhelming. There is so much things to do, and in 2 days you can only see like a fraction of what the city has to offer and what it feels like. In total, I have to say it was a super interesting trip. And what impressed me most is the openness of the people and the friendliness. Even though they can't speak English, they really try hard to help you out. They're super friendly, and also the food is great. The wellness culture I loved so much. So I really want to come back sometime for a longer period and explore different areas of the country as well. And I would say thanks for watching, and until the next one, peace out. 皆さん